Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, the psychic astrologer. My website is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net. The weekly overview, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. From June the 27th to July the 4th, 2024. Taurus, your solar sun is in the third house. The third house is Gemini. Its ruling planet is Mercury. It's the planet of all forms of communication, transportation, mechanical things, short distance traveling, siblings, research, investigation, speaking, publishing, writing, advertising, etc. Now, the sun is in Cancer. Cancer deals with emotions, intuitiveness, and psychic ability. We're going to talk about your career. And this is a collective reading, so take what you need and leave the rest. So everyone is emotional. They're going to react emotional. Cancer deals with your foundation, your roots, your home, your family, security, and women issues and women in your life. We have the moon in Pisces. The moon represents your psychic ability, your intuitiveness, and it also represents releasing, things coming to the head, and things are being withheld from you. So since it's in Pisces, it deals with emotional issues that you need to let go that's connected with your career. And the people who was secretly plotting against you in your career. We have Mercury in Cancer will compromise your solar third house. So you're communicating what you want through your emotions right now in Taurus. But you can communicate with that, but you don't have to be so touchy and hold grudges in your career. Venus in Cancer, so it deals with your work. So some of you do not like the work you're doing anymore because you're doing 2 or 3 people's job, you're not getting paid enough, and some of you are thinking to leave your job or ask for a raise, or Taurus, you're asking them to move forward and open up your own business. Mars and Taurus, if you put the work in, you will have the ability to enhance your career and come out of this stagnation. But you got to put the work in. You have to speak what you want. Jupiter in Gemini, once you speak what you want, then you will have all these new opportunities coming your way for a career advancement. But you got to pick the right one that has the longevity. Saturn in Pisces, tearing down that old foundation and having an open-mindedness and taking that emotions out of what you need to do in your career to move it forward, and to recognize there's secret enemies plotting to block you. Uranus and Taurus, some of you are in a chaotic upheaval and constant changes in your career, and you want to get out of it so it can bring you freedom and independence. Neptune and Pisces, some of you are fearful. You have the head in the cloud, these illusions and fantasies, and fearful. You got to step out on your faith, or you're going to stay stagnated in your career and your career choices. Pluto in Aquarius is retrograding. When a planet's retrograding, it's moving backwards, and this time 5 months. So you're seeing what did you do wrong 5 months, and opening new avenues for your career and correcting them. The North Node in Aries, these are the lessons that you need to learn in this lifetime about your career. So now it's time for action. Chiron in Aries, you got to heal yourself emotional from the disappointment and stop being the victim and be a survivor. Okay? Virgo, your solar sun is in the 11th house. The 11th house is Aquarius. It's a house of freedom, independence, friendship, wishes and hopes, groups and organization. Okay? So right now, Uranus is in Taurus. So there's constantly change going on in your career. And this is taking a lot of toll on your emotions, which is putting stress on your body. You got to decide what you want to move forward in your career. whether you want to continue to work with someone, if you're going to work for someone, you want to ask for a raise or look for another job someplace else or open up your own business. Now, with the sun in Cancer, the sun deals with emotions. Everyone is emotional, Virgo. And also it deals with foundation, roots, home, security, family, and women issues. And some of you are being deleted from call package because you have not grown. The person is giving you more, you're giving them nothing. Some of this is mental problems that you have from your traumatic situation as a child, and this is draining the person. So I also feel that since it's in Aquarius, it could have something to do with having a relationship with someone and playing games with them. And this relationship could have something to do with your job or your career. We have the moon in Pisces, which you're opposing you. So you're thinking and you're looking back what mistakes you made, what time that you wasted, or you wasted someone else's time in your career. So we're looking at that too. Mercury in Cancer, you got to communicate what you want. You got to express what you want in your career sector. If you don't, you're not going to get what you want. Mars in Taurus, being stubborn, don't want to change, has put you into a situation that you're not doing the work to enhance your career. So what you need to do is do the work. If you don't do the work, it's not going to change. But if you do the work with Jupiter in Gemini, a new opportunity for expansion, growth, abundance, blessing, wealth, and karma is going to come in your career. Saturn in Pisces, that old foundation is being washed away. You've got to get that emotion out of your decision to do anything in your career that's new. You got to think outside the box. You got to have open-minded and be careful of hidden enemies. Uranus and Taurus, some of you are in a job or career that is chaotic. It's a lot of upheaval, a lot of changes, and you don't like it, and you're going to leave it, but you're going to bring you freedom, independence. Neptune in Pisces, head out the cloud, fantasy, illusion, and fear. You got to step out on faith. Pluto in Aquarius, retrograding. When a planet's retrograding, it's moving backwards. What did you do when it was going direct 5 months ago to enhance your career? Okay? And you got to make correction here. The North Node in Aries, these are lessons you need to learn in this lifetime about your career path. Chiron in Aries, you got to heal yourself and stop being a victim, Virgo, and be a survivor and get out of this scarcity mindset. Capricorn, your solar sun is in the 7th house. The 7th house is Libra, balancing all partnerships, relationships, creativity, divine direction, open enemies. The house is spiritual blessing, diplomacy, diplomat, decisions, indecision, others, and legal situations. And Venus is the ruling planet. So Venus is in Cancer. So there's some career openings that have to do with things that have to do with roots, family, home, foundation, women, and women issues. The sun is in Cancer, and so that deals with the same thing I just mentioned. The moon in Pisces, Capricorn, your emotional groundedness, your psychic ability, your intuitiveness. Mercury in Cancer, you need to communicate what you want, but your emotions about your career or who you're working with. Mars in Taurus, you got to stop being stubborn and speak from your 5th chakra, which is your throat chakra, and you got to do the work. Jupiter in Gemini, expansion, growth, new opportunity, blessing, wealth, karma, and the truth. But you got to pick the right one. Uranus and Taurus, come out of this chaotic and upheaval issues about your career and which will bring you freedom, independence. Neptune Pisces, head out the clouds, rose-colored glasses on, illusion, fantasy, and step out on faith, okay? Pluto in Aquarius, retrograding, reviewing when it was going direct 5 months ago, what mistakes that you made in your career, changed it and corrected. The North Node in Aries, these are lessons that you need to learn in this lifetime about your career path. It's time for action. Chiron in Aries, you got to heal yourself and let this past emotional issue go and stop being a victim and be a survivor and get out.